Hello my fellow soulmates and food lovers, welcome to another episode of Eileen's Kitchen Stories, and it's this video of the month that is super special because it's talking about the food facts of a certain country. And this month I'm gonna talk about India. Let's get right into that. The Indian cuisine actually is very varied in type and taste. So while it is difficult to describe the Indian cuisine just by looking at the different geographical regions, there's one true thing that we can say for any dish in the Indian cuisine, which is not sweet, that these are super spicy and very hot. And I mean very hot. And maybe you're quite familiar with Indian curries. These are usually cooked in ghee or in mustard oil, in coconut oil or any other vegetable oil. But what are curries? So actually the word curry refers to a certain spice blend, which is also called masala. And you can either have wet or dry masalas to put in your sauce. And the most famous one is called garam masala. It's a dry powdered masala, which is so common that you can use it in almost any dish. And it is comprised of 10 to up to 16 different spices. Isn't that crazy? And the curry or masala that made the Indian cuisine super popular all over the world is actually chicken tikka masala. But mind you, because this one was not invented in India, but it was invented in Scotland. Yes, I know, one of the most loved Indian dishes all over the world was made by the people that love haggis. And it is, according to statistics, the most sold and most popular dish in Britain. When we go to an Indian restaurant, we see very heavy meals. But what do they actually eat for breakfast? There's a wide variety of breakfast items that you can get. Most of them just like the lunch or the breakfast, because you serve it with rice or you serve it with bread. And the most common are, for example, spicy omelette or sweet halwa and stuff like idli, dosa, poha, dokla. These are all traditional Indian dishes. And the good thing is, these are all savory ones, so very good for your homegirl Eileen, because I love savory breakfast. Pepper is known as the king of spices. Peppercorn goes well with literally anything. And I mean, what kind of dishes would we eat super bland without any salt and any pepper in it? And in India, they even have over 75 different varieties and cultivars of pepper. India is rightly called the land of spices. No country in the world produces so many different varieties of spices. I mean, 70% of all spices in the world come from India. But what about the foreign flavors that you can find in Indian cuisine? Where did these come from? Well, the Greek, the Roman and the Arab traders really contributed a lot. And also other staple ingredients of the Indian cuisine, such as potato, tomatoes or chilies, they were brought by the Portuguese. The Portuguese also introduced refined sugar. And before that, the Indians used fruits or honey. Oh, speaking of sugar, by the way, did you know that by the 5th century Anno Domini, crystallized sugar was referred to as kanda, which is now known for candy. So according to the Indian food theory, the Indian cuisine or the palate is based on 6 different tastes. Sweet, which is called madura, salty, which is called lavana, sour or amala, spicy, which is called katu, bitter, which is referred to as tikta, and astringent, which is called kasya. A proper Indian meal actually has the perfect balance of all these 6 different tastes, while 2 of those usually stand out a little more than the others. So the next time you eat an Indian meal, you know how to judge it now. Sweet Indian desserts play quite an important part in the Indian cuisine as well. Wikipedia, for example, lists nearly 200 different types of Indian sweet desserts. Isn't that incredible? Payasam, which is also called kheer, for example, is a super popular dish from South India. Typically served at ceremonies, at weddings, at anniversaries, very, very traditional and important occasions. A wedding is not over until you served payasam. So guys, there's only one thing left to do. Check out my Fernie video, which is actually a refined version of payasam or kheer, and I think you will really like it. The Indian food system classifies food into 3 main categories. Sattvic, which are fresh vegetables and fruits. Rajasic, which is like oil and spicy food. And the third component, tamasic, which refers to meat and alcoholic beverages. Sattvic food, for example, leads you to a higher state of consciousness. Rajasic food is the foundation for motion and activity. And Tamasic brings out the negative feelings. You know, it is referred to alcohols. A fun fact, did you actually know that India consumes 50% of the world's whiskey? I mean, wait, what? So guys, I hope you did like these food facts and I hope you also find something new in them. I would love to see you in the next video, guys. Make sure to subscribe to my channel. Please leave me a comment as well and let me know what you think about these food facts. And I would absolutely love to see you in the next video, guys. Give this video also a thumbs up and then I see you next time. Bye!